Hey, welcome to the live pre-game show. I'm your host, Chris Hughes of Rebound. You're on the UpStreamedia YouTube and Facebook channel. I'm joined by Victor Oliveira to preview the big game today. That's TVC versus Bradford. Welcome, Victor. How are you today, my friend?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show.
You're welcome,
You're
welcome. Yeah, not too bad. I'm looking forward to Easter tomorrow. Got a few Easter eggs to eat and enjoy the Sunday. Weather's out, sun's out. I'm getting ready for those summer vibes. How's this week been?
Sorry?
How's this week been? How's training? How's everything going up in Nottingham?
Yeah, it's been good, man. The weather's been lovely. Can't complain. Training's been intense. It's been good to get back up and down after a couple of weeks rest. So yeah, it's been real good.
I know we were going to get you on the show yesterday. You had last week, sorry, but you had work commitments. But before we talk about today's game, what a game Thames Valley had last week against Solent. What are your thoughts? I know you watched it. You know, we were chatting a bit earlier about it. What are your thoughts about TVC getting one over Solent?
Yeah, man, it was a crazy game, man. I watched it live, and I just felt like it's one of the best games I've honestly watched, like live. Just the intensity, just straight all four quarters, and TVC just at the end just clinched it with just some clutch shots from Lewis and just showed their real quality at the end of the game.
For sure. And you know, for me it was such great to see, but because I think there's been such a discussion online, like, can anyone match Soda? But TVC did it. They got the win. It makes next week's game even more exciting. But first up, they got Bradford. What are your thoughts on this team? You'll probably see them at close quarters. They share your home court this year. What are your thoughts on Bradford?
Yeah, Bradford are a tough team, man. They've been tough for the last couple of years. They've added on great at the big man as well, so he's tough as well, which is really strength for their team. And they've got some shooters like Andreas that can really get hot and really cause some damage.
Yeah, Andreas been hot last few games. I think he's had 20 or so in the last 2 or 3 games. I'm really intrigued by Great Oast Sport. So this sort of only came to my knowledge to start somebody here on my show's guest. Where do you think you see him getting on in Hakeem, that 1-on-1? I think that's going to be the intriguing battle today and really the test for the young ball as he comes up in D1.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the matchup, but he's tough, man, so I feel like he'll match up really well. He won't back down, and I feel like Hakeem as well, he's tough as well, so it'll be real good to see them both clash and see how it goes.
Definitely. And what's it been like to shoot your home gym, you know, Nottingham Wildcats Arena? You've been sharing with Derby, sharing with Bradford. What's been some of the chat? I know Derby, Nottingham's a close rivalry. You're probably happy to hear that Soda 19's 8 up, and you're getting their revenge after last week's defeat. What's been some of the chat between the pros sharing that arena?
Yeah, it's been weird. It's been weird just seeing some of our rivals just come in after our training sessions, but it's just good to see everyone just training, being able to come out and work out. And if it means everyone can play and the season can go on, then I'm sure everyone don't mind seeing our rivals on a weekly basis.
Definitely, and it's great to see the season go on. It's great that Nottingham is that hub for so many teams and coached him in some of the young guys at Nottingham a chance to grow. Some people might not know about Nottingham. Who are some of the guys who've really caught your eye within your squad as they fair for whatever comes next season?
Sorry?
Who are some of the guys in your team that you've really caught your eye and you think that they have a good season next year, that's with the D1 side or elsewhere?
I feel like the whole team really has come real far. Like it's like just seeing some of the players start off, some of the younger guys as well, like Isaac starting off at the start of the season, now going into a more established player knocking down some of the jump shots. We've also got quite a few youngsters that are like other youngsters as well that are just playing more and more minutes, and just their confidence is just growing and growing and growing. And also a couple of players like they're more the vets like Delaney, Kieran, they're starting to get in their stride. Matt Ward-Hibbert. So I feel like we're all just slowly starting to just pick it back up and then just improve and make each other better, really.
Yeah, for sure. And I know not the big plan is for next season, but you will be involved in playoffs. It's a 14-team playoff season this year, so that's going to make it an interesting aspect. Looking at this game, Bradford, TVC, we talked about how great, we talked about Hakeem. Where do you think you see this game being won or lost? Where do you think are the X factors in this game?
I feel like the guards really for TVC are really their strength spot. Like Lewis, Taylor Johnson, and Blake. They're three of the top guards in the league, and it's going to be really hard for Bradford to keep them, all three of them, cold and keep them to under 10 points or something. I feel like that's where the game's really going to be won.
And how would you recommend Bradford to sort of counter that? Because you say that they're all top guards. That maybe defence might not be the team. Maybe offence will be. Where do you see Bradford sort of countering that threat? TVC's guards in particular pose. Sorry.
I feel like Bradford are tough in the paint as well. So they got players like Ricky Fetz, and I feel like if they can get them the ball and then cause some damage in the interior and then just defend 4 quarters straight, they can come up with the upset and even just push the ball at TVC as well. You just get some momentum and you just make some buckets, make some threes, play some defense. Anything can really happen.
Definitely. I think it's a really great game. Last season, if I recall, it was a 4-point game. They both only played each other once this season, last season. TVC, where do you feel they are now? They've beaten Solent once. They've got a similar record to Solent. Do you think this year they can actually go on and win that chip, or do you think it's a bit too close to call?
I feel like it's too close to call, but I do know TV really well, and I do know that Bob's going to be locked in on getting that chip and bringing the win back. So I feel like TVC definitely have a lot of belief in the squad that they can go out and win it. And I feel like Solent have a lot of pressure as well on just keeping that clean sheet, just keeping that title. So it'll be interesting to see what happens.
I know. I think all lies will be on the South Coast next week as it's the revenge match, isn't it? I agree with you. TVC have always had that desire and energy to win. I remember the first season they were in the NBL. I spoke to Martel Mucklemore, and I was saying, well done on the season. And he generally said, really disappointed with third. I was like, it's your first season, man, it's good. It's like, nah, we had our sights set higher, so, the proof is put in again.
Every season is always to win, so it'll be interesting, man.
Nah, it's exciting to see. I can't remember who it was the other day. They were saying, but so often people say, so that TVC should be the BBL. But no. So that TVC are building the NBL. That's what I love to see. I think it's great to see. As we come to the end of the season, Victor, I would love your opinion. Just talk about the MVP award. And some people say about Carl Jimenez, some people say Hakeem Taylor, some people say Greg or Orlando and Ian. Who are you batting for the MVP you had to pick right now?
I feel like, my personal opinion, maybe Carl Jimenez. He's just been solid throughout the whole season. He's really held that Loughborough team together. Just near enough averaging a double-double, dropping triple-doubles, and it's just effortless as well. But saying that as well, I do feel like there's a shout-out to Taylor Johnson as well, because he's just been tough for TVC as well, and he's just consistent. Every game, just doing this. You know what he's going to bring to the table every game, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out and what happens.
I kind of think, because when it's the coaches that vote, I think the coaches probably won't vote anything till next weekend. And I think if TVC win, I think the votes might go to Taylor or the Hakeem box. But if Solent win, maybe the Smith and Orlando.
Maybe like that,
Yeah. But I say, if people watching now want to know a bit about the league, Orlando's out injured this week, so I'll be interested to see if he's back in time for next weekend. As we're about to go for a tip-off, Solent 25-8 up in its derby. Proving that they don't like losing. That's a big first quarter lead. Victor, before you go, before we let the guys on the mic start talking about the game we both love, What's your prediction for today's game?
You mean score prediction?
Yeah, or what you think to happen? What do you think we're going to see a lot of it? Your main thing.
I feel like Bradford may come out strong, but I feel like as the game goes on, TVC's quality and they're just reinforcements to just show, and then TVC will come away with the win.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But I think on paper, yes, TVC look like the favourites. Only one loss in the lead, and obviously one loss in the trophy. It's only a great game. We've got tip off under 8 minutes now. I think the last stretch, I know it's lovely summer out there. The restrictions get less tight as we go on, and I'm looking forward to summer, and I'm looking forward to seeing more competitions out in summer. Give us an idea, where will you be this summer? Where will you be, like summer tournaments, what you're excited for?
Yeah, I'll definitely be back in London, just working out, maybe pull up to ball out, a couple of 3-on-3 tournaments, but definitely just get back and just enjoy scrimmages and playing the game with everyone, like just coming together as a community and making each other better.
Definitely, it's been great, but the NBL's been able to run, but not all the other divisions have. Obviously we've seen Bradford with Elijah Walsh, great Osborne, recruited from lower leagues where they might be playing, but not everyone's had to play, so those summer competitions would be great for that conditioning. I've not actually been to the ball. I've definitely go watch you guys play. What are some of your memories of previous sort of scrimmages in London? Let's get everyone hyped from the summer, because I think the country needs that bit of excitement right now.
Just nitty gritty, man. Just straight dogs down there. Just everybody just going at each other. Just trying to straight cutthroat. Just trying to make each other better. Really. Just love of the game, having fun with it. But at the same time, no one likes to lose down there. So get really intense sometimes.
Yeah. Sounds like all the right ingredients and the British sun. A few cheeky ciders watching it. That sounds like a great weekend or so of basketball. But first up, we've got TVC versus Bradford. Thank you for coming on, Victor. I know you'll be watching. You enjoyed the game last week. I'm sure this one will be just as good. Both exciting teams. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Victor, for joining me. Stay safe, everyone. You're welcome, mate. And the game's under 7 minutes away. Let's join the guys in the mics and enjoy the game, everyone.
Man, it's been so long we nearly forgot how to even work the equipment up here, Jules. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We back after a barnstorming game last week for this week's matchup down at the Uxbridge Thunderdome, as we've never called it before. And today we have the Thames Valley Cavaliers going up against the Bradford Dragons. What's your thoughts on this game, Jules?
Man, so after last week, one or two things going to happen. Thames Valley Cavaliers going to have that hangover after that big victory, and you got your target on your back now. You beat the best. The target's on your back now.
Definitely.
You the champ right now.
You the champion. So like you said, the target's on your back, and it's one thing being the chaser, now you're the chased. But this Bradford team's coming in, I think they're 4-9, so they're going to have their work cut out today. But from the Thames Valley side, we have both Blaine Freckleton and my guy Mo Aiden, who seem to be on the bench injured. So a little short-handed. Let's see how this one goes as they started off.
So this Bradford team's got a nice blend of experience and youth. A lot of these guys been on the team for a number of years. Shout out to my guy, Albert Marguy. Been in the game for a very long time, been hooping a long time. I'm not sure he's with us today though.
Well, they came out and banged a three. That was number 4 Regent, coming straight in, not playing no games. And like you told me, Jules, with a great backdoor cut there by Taylor Johnson, like you told me, they got a couple academy players who've stepped up and coming in and doing the business.
Yep, one of them just on the ball right now, number 14.
Okay, I'm trying to get logged into the live chat, because that's the only reason I come to talk to my live chat guys. As they come down, Williams looking over for Aqua Davis, who's starting with Freckleton on the bench, but maybe it's because of his great start last week. Nice bang by Kai Williams, and I'm sure Coach Banks happy to see that. Okay, Bradford looking down. Number 21. I'm going to get his name in a minute. Okay, 5 looks like Billy Cousins. That's 14. Who's great Osborne, who's actually only 19 years old, but that big fella can move a little bit.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Great move.
He's one of the Myers Croft Academy projects, and he's been doing good work for them. And coming over and playing D1, he hasn't missed a beat. He's actually the leading scorer of the team over the amount of games that he's played. So he's playing well. 9 games played, and he's leading the team in scoring.
Really good job there. And he's also chipping in with nearly 8 rebounds. But there's a guy who keeps chipping in on a regular basis.
He's got to be in the conversation for Player of the Year, would you say?
I think he's always in that conversation, but definitely. I mean, I say every game, no matter what, he comes out and delivers. And I think especially on the professional level, what players need to understand, it's more about what you can do and what the coach knows you can do, and you'd have to deliver it game in, game out. And with Taylor Johnson, you always know you're going to get something. So, man.
Oh, man. Yo, he's coming and basically just punched him in the mouth.
Man, it's not pretty, but on target, who's checking in from Texas? Our guy Rusty Johnson, Taylor's dad Rusty. Shout out to you. He's definitely the VIP fan right now.
Definitely.
Man, it's a shame, but I'm sure next season they'll be over here to watch the game, so we'll look forward to that when we can do our live commentary from the plush couch we'll have next to the court. But right now, we're standing in a booth upstairs. We ain't young guys, by the way, standing up for a whole game. But we do it because we respect UpStreamedia so much. As Johnson is trying to put a...
Man, they're trying to get him up out of here real quick and easy.
And to be honest with you, now we're in a situation where without Freckleton on, we always say Aqua Davis brings a lot of intensity. So it looks like the defense is starting out on a high intensity chip. And Johnson obviously come ready to play. And I'm sure Champions are getting ready after his great performance in the 4th quarter last week. Okay, Cousins looks to drive baseline. Okay, yeah. Man, I'm going to let you pronounce 21's name, Jules, because I butcher some of these things. As Johnson looking, swings it around to Williams, down to the baseline, Aqua Davis. Nice straight jump shot, just loose, but who's there to pick it up? Our man again, Silla.
So number 21's, he's actually a London guy. You know, I used to hoop with him back in the day, or when he was down in London, Uche Okimwe. So it's nice to see him back playing and still playing, rather, doing his thing. And yeah, very experienced guy, and he's doing his thing really well.
Man, I'm glad that, because most of the guys I've ever played with all retired. But speaking of that, last time I saw Bradford, Jason Swain was playing for them, so shout out to him. But here we go, as we're looking to penetrate, and as I said, Thames Valley seem to be quite committed on the defensive end. As I said, maybe they want an easy one today. They just don't want any surprises. I don't think they want a close game today. So they're coming out looking sharp, and Johnson is really, oh, nice dump off. Nice dump off to Silla.
Always making the right play as always, you know, Mr. Consistent.
Definitely, as Billy Cousins brings it out, swings it round to Great Osborne. So they're looking for your guy in the low post. Out to Cousins on the wing. Oh, but he's fouled on the jumper. Okay, was that a three-pointer he was fouled? I don't know. Decent ball movement there from Bradford. As we come down 13-7, 6 minutes gone. So Bradford are hanging around. I mean, Thames Valley have come out looking good, but it's only a 6-point game so far, and they seem to be at least patient on the offensive end and trying to find the shots. It's not just one pass shot, so you know, let's see if they can try and get a few more stops, because Taylor's definitely come out aggressive today. Okay, the live chat's a little bit quiet. We're not interested in that. It's a Saturday 5:30. Restrictions haven't been eased that much, even though it was busy out there on the road, I'll be honest with you.
It was, and the shopping centres too, people going ham right now. I don't know what they're shopping for, but yeah,
that's it. Okay, as they swing it around, they're looking for the double screen coming for Aqua Davis as he's open at the top, drives, great move to the basket.
I mean, we're going to see him play some extended minutes today, so I'm expecting some really good positive things from Aqua Davis.
Yeah, man, he's as you said, we've always highlighted him as one of our favourite players. So aggressive, always looking for his opportunity, and he ain't scared to take the big shot. And there it seems that the right side, or well, the left side from the defensive end for Bradford's defense is quite open, because there have been quite a few drives down that side and baskets. As first timeout called by Bradford. So Thames Valley, who are missing their talisman Blaine Freckleton today, haven't seemed to really miss a beat on it. I mean, as we've always said, they've got such a great guard core, but they've come out and they're playing really well. So at the moment, 15-7, 5 minutes. I think they're trying to do a little bit of a business type job on this game. You know what I mean? They don't want to play around, because they've seen a lot of close games, but I'm sure that Solent game gave them a real load of confidence coming forward, and I think they started to really click in the kind of game that we need to see them play.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point of the season, they're looking like a well-oiled machine. I mean, in terms of what they're doing, and they've got great chemistry from one another, and playing some good basketball and some good quality basketball, and it's shown throughout the first 4.5 minutes of this game.
And I hope maybe this will be a game where they can get a comfortable lead and get a few more minutes for some of their other guys that we always like to see. You know, Josh Smith get a few minutes out there, you know, all the rest of the guys, and get them a bit more experience, because going forward to the end of the season, as we've seen today, injuries do occur, different things do occur. So it's always good to get them a bit more playing time, just so they can also get into the groove which the starters seem to be in at the moment. Osborne makes the first.
So Osborne's he's got some good size on him, good footwork, looks like a really good skill set. So he's going to be a good player to watch out for the rest of this game. And as I said before, he's leading the team in scoring. Yeah,
definitely. Young man 90, and you know he's gonna get a masterclass today going up against Silla, taking on that challenge. As Kai Williams, and I've always said, I like today, Kai Williams probably said, listen, I need to come out, pick up the slack a little bit for Freckleton. We know he can do it, and I think when he starts scoring, they become an even bigger problem.
Yeah, he's going to space the floor for them, and just, you know, another offensive weapon to their already lethal arsenal.
And to be fair, I was watching the warm-up. That was when I think you were being limousined over here, Jules. But look at that pass.
Nice.
Amazing. And to be honest, in the warm-up, Kai Williams was really engaged, really pushing the tempo, setting the tone. So he's come out already and, you know, done a bit of everything. And one thing I do notice, which I don't think he gets credit for, but on the defensive end, he marshals the team quite a lot. He's always talking, he's always getting people in the right positions. And now let's see what he do. Look at the composure to Johnson. Oh, now they're getting Hollywood on us, Jules. If that went in.
Oh, man, yeah. That was a great behind-the-back pass. Great hustle by Taylor Johnson. Ball will go back to the Dragons.
Okay,
as the subs coming in.
Subs coming in right now. Let's go to the sheet. We used to have an iPad. Now we've got a piece of paper. It's embarrassing. But we still carrying on. So Elijah Walsh checking in. And number 12, who is... I'm going to let you guess on that one, Jules. Okay, so Osborne once again in the low post. And let's see, he's going to go to his... Oh, nice little spin into the right-hand hook, but just a little bit short.
So his name's Richard Sykes, I believe. But the thing is, he is one of the leading scorers of the team. So we're going to have to get his name right because we're going to be talking about him a lot today.
I'm going to go, his name's Rihards. See, they tried to fool us, but we're too professional for that. They got us with that the first week. Rihards, and I know that's going to get corrected, but still. Nice back cut by Aqua Davis. Pump fake, looks up. Oh, and straight in the game, looking to give it up on the defensive end. We're going to need to get his name right because he looks like a tough guy out there too.
Definitely, and I mean, if anyone in the live chat world knows the correct pronunciation, help us out, please, would appreciate it.
Definitely. So here we go. As they look back down, and as I said, they're putting a lot of the play through Osborne, and he's delivering. Great little play off the pick and roll there, caught it, great balance, nice little bank shot. And he's matched up against Champion, which is interesting.
Well, he's moving his feet.
Man, go ahead, big fella. As it swung over, Williams is going for career. He's putting numbers down today. I can see his swag today is on a bit of a different level.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, you got to read the scouting report and you got to watch some game film to have a chance of beating a team like this. Great drive on the inside.
Okay, and someone checked in and they put Richard Salk, so I don't know what I was saying. No, but then someone else came back and said Rihard Salks. Michael Thompson's trying to throw us out here. You live chat guys, come on. Yeah, you have to look after us out here. We're working on a slightly tight budget just because we've had to, upgrade a few things up here. Therefore, we need your help on the technical side. But Johnson now going to the line. I'm going to go with Rihard. That's where I've seen it, and that's Bradford Dragons Basketball Club. So I think they know a bit more than Michael Thompson. No disrespect, Michael. Just showing love, by the way. Keeping the live chat. Okay, is Johnson back to the line? Gets the second. Okay, as they look for a long pass down, Elijah Walsh was looking to try and create something, but great hustle back by Aqua Davis. But he said, man, I'm shooting. I had a chance.
Oh, man. That's confidence right there. Confidence. Great shot.
He said, forget the 2. I'm going for the 3. Good play there as they come for the handoff play with the double high screen. Johnson is pulling from NBA range today. On the boards, who's that? Aqua Davis, who's been, once again, he's making a good case to be starting out here, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, he is. Or at least that 6-man, cement that 6-man role. And if you're not going to box out the Cavaliers on the rebounds, it's going to be an extremely long day. And I mean, it's a 11-point game and 7 minutes in already. We've seen these type of games escalate quite quickly.
Yeah, it looks kind of comfortable, to be fair. And Thames Valley, their energy levels up. I think, they feel very comfortable in this game. Especially, now Hetro out there, he's going to give the energy. I like to see him have a big game because he always, drop it down, excellent play.
What a great block
by Walsh. And he looks handy out here, to be honest. Pull it again, big.
Nice hezzy. Good drive.
He counted that? Okay.
He came to play coast to coast, doing it on both ends.
Man, some guys may say there could have been a 0 step in there somewhere, but hey, that was a nice little hezzy. Had a few people fooled. Okay, Bad Boy 5000 checked in. Live chat's warming up a little bit. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Number 2 VIP at the moment because Rusty Johnson's taken the number 1, but he's still here. And Coach Castillo, he agreed with you, Jules. Taylor for D1 MVP. To be fair, there are about 3 or 4 options on this team you could take for that, and a few on the Solent.
Yep.
Okay, Thames Valley back into their motion, and they look quite disciplined with it today, going through their sets. As Williams, great swing over to Aqua Davis, baseline drive, look to try and get to Hecho. Oh, good help down there.
Yep. They're, good defensive energy by the Dragons. They are moving, they're bumping, they're communicating, they're fired up. So great energy, and they got the stop on that end.
Okay, so here we go, Region with the ball up top, looking to try and create something. Screen on the baseline. That's Jermaine Lang. Top shot. Oh, good shot. That's your guy.
Yep. Oop.
I ain't even trying. So you go ahead, man. I'm going to leave you alone with that. As Champion, who's been a little bit quiet, but as we know, he likes it when the game gets tasty down the stretch. As Rihard steps over trying to get the steal there.
It's been quite, it's unusual as the player that he is and the caliber player he is. He's been quiet relatively for the whole season, apart from the big games when he steps up and does his thing.
And I think he steps up in big games, but also in big moments. So in the game, he may just be there chilling, but next thing you know, he's making a big shot. It's all about equality, health, and opportunity, ain't it? We just tried to keep you guys awake.
Yeah, we got to remind you from time to time, right?
We're checking in to see who's actually watching and just on here ghosting the platform, doing their dinner or something like that. You need to be tuned in. That's a great shot from
man, okay. He's got a package on him, my goodness.
This boy's got a bit of everything. We've seen him guard Champion, do it inside, do it outside. This looks like a great young prospect here. And the game's now only down to 5 points, and I think Bradford seem to be stepping up. This is when Champion, you see what we just said about him?
You called it. The big moments.
This guy, that's a great thing to have on your team, because in the big moments, maybe they underestimate him, but he makes a lot of the big shots for this team. Great pass into the middle. Good help over there by Williams. Rebound by Champion, and I think something has to be called there.
Yeah, that's got to go. The possession has to go back to the Cavaliers. You don't have to call a foul on that, but the possession should go back to the Cavaliers on that one. We'll see what the referees do.
Yeah, you know what I mean? We out here, we're testing out a new cameraman today.
Yep, the referee's got it right.
Oh, we got it right?
Yeah, we're happy with that one.
It wasn't that hard to call. The guy went flying into the wall. You know what I mean?
Next thing you know, though, they would have called a foul on him when it wasn't really a foul. It was a bit indirect contact.
I've seen things like that. Remember last week, they were out here killing them in the first half.
Oh, man, they let them play.
But anyway, great D there on a rebound on Champion side as they call another set. Johnson working hard off the ball, what we've seen all season. And I like the way he hangs that ball as Williams. What a great pass. Great high-low. And these are the things, Kai Williams, he sees the game at the speed it needs to be seen at. He's a step ahead mentally, and he's come out really great today. Great steal by Hehetro as Johnson pushing it down against Ozabor. Great
recovery. This guy here, he's doing it all over the court for him. I mean, he's getting blocks, he's shooting threes, he's posting up, he's going to the bucket. Man, package. He's got a total package.
Yeah, 19. Man, my academy could be playing against a guy like that. I better start getting some structure together to figure out how to deal with him. Once again, great steal. Looking for... And the thing is, you see him moving, you think he looks a little lumbering, but he's actually very good on his feet, very quick. We saw him laterally moving, guarding Champion, so... Ozabor's really impressed me this first quarter. You know, looking at... Obviously, Jules has got our stats. He'll come back with that right now to see who's been doing what in the first quarter.
So we've got Walsh with 6 points and we've got Osborne with 8 points to start the first quarter for the Dragons. Taylor Johnson's killing them with 11 points. Aqua Davis has 6. And Kai Williams has 9 with those big threes that he started. So a couple guys for both teams started really, really well.
Yeah, so as I said, Thames Valley, even though Bradford looked a little bit better down the end of that first quarter, Thames Valley do seem to be quite comfortable with this one. As I said, we saw Osborne looking good out there. I thought Walsh came out, did a great job early on, but I think especially with Kai Williams hitting on those, and Silla's been sitting actually for about 4 or 5 minutes. He likes to get his little chill in there. I think they know, listen, let's just keep this cruising. They normally come out the second quarter with a little bit of a bang. So, let's see how they go.
So Karen Bridges says, happy Easter to you all. So happy Easter to everybody out there. Within the live stream, anybody know where Osborne's going? Because I'm sure he must be committing to another college in the States at some point with the talent that he has. There must be a bunch of colleges out there that must be interested in him. So if anyone has any more information on that, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, Bradford massive. Come up in here, start giving us a little bit of information about your team. We can be a bit scarce with the research up here. we need to formulate the budget on the mic. So if you've got any information about some of these guys, throw it in here, we'll put it out on the mic. Guys are tuning in and say, are they really asking for information from the live chat? Okay, Bad Boy 5000. Osborne's going to Montana State. And I think
the Haslam.
Chris Haslam's
out there. Yep.
Big Chris is down there, so he's doing a great job recruiting from the UK.
Yep.
And they got a really good program down there, and he'll learn a little bit from Chris.
Yeah, they got a few guys out there from the UK already, and they're doing well. So that's good news. He's going to get looked after out there.
And Chris could shoot the three a little bit and do the inside move. So a good guy to also give him a few tips. Okay, now Bradford coming back, moving the ball, looking for the pick and roll. Nice shot there by Walsh, who I think has come out. He's pretty special as well.
Yeah, he is. He's a talent. I do like the structure to this team. The ball's moving, they're setting screens, so it's an open offense, but they're quite disciplined at the same time. So it's good to see, and they're getting some good work out of it. But Aqua Davis came to play today.
And I'm not sure, but I think Walsh maybe went to Myerscough as well. They've got a couple players from there. Man, he may have hold out. Duke might be coming in through.
Or Baylor, Kansas. Come on now. Send them tapes out.
You know what I mean? They may be getting this tape, Jules. They'll be like, yeah, we want him, and we want those two commentators too for the next NBA season.
Hey, mad off topic. The Final Four's on tonight, though. That's going to be amazing. Check that out.
Okay, Thames Valley with another steal. Booking down Aqua Davis, flying out with a Euro double pump. Oh, what a shot.
Great control and great finish by Aqua Davis. Again, he's ready today. He's about business.
As we see Josh Smith about to check in too, so some of the other guys are getting their run. Smith about to come in, and I like, as I said, Aqua Davis going to be taking that ball up and down the court, and he's getting subbed out after that shot.
Oh, man, we got to leave him in there for a little bit longer, get him the minutes up.
He's had a great game, though. The thing I like about him is he takes opportunity of his chances. No matter when he gets out there, he don't come out there. You don't see him pouting. He goes out and plays, and he gives it his all. And, you've got to love that as a coach.
Yep, already on 9 points.
Okay, swing round, looking for Silla in the low post, who's checked back in. Turn around, man, way fade away. He said, but we've said it as well. If you're going to get him in the low post, you can't play the finesse game with him. You ain't winning that.
Yeah.
So you need to try and put a little bit of muscle out there, and that's what my man did. London Project. He used to play with you, Jules. That's a technique I saw you use plenty of time.
Just push him in the back, bro. Sure.
Okay, so more information from Bradford Dragons, who are sort of part of the team right now, because we don't know what we're chatting about. But Walsh is at Queen Ethelberger School as well. I believe that one is, would I say Leeds? I might be wrong. But yeah, he's another academy guy. So a couple academy guys on the Bradford team doing a great job. And it's great to see, especially the young players playing the game the right way. They're not out here being all wild. They're out here moving the ball, directing it, playing good defense. Good future. Smith, also another great young player, checking in the game, looking to try and create something as they run a pick and roll. Johnson and Silla swung over. Smith looked for the shot, but there's Champion. Just off, but what a smooth release.
Big rebound by Osborne. And that's going to send Silla to the bench with his second personal foul in the first half.
Man, I need to give a shout out to my guy Buck Jones, tuning in right now from the Ville. He's out there with Mark Strauss. Shout out, yo. Some wild boys. Maybe we'll get them over here commentating one day if they're ever allowed into the UK. But as we get back to the game, man, he's doing personal shout outs now. Back to the game now. They're looking inside. Swinging once again. Walsh, nice, relaxed. But Osborne once again on the boards. And this guy's going up against some veteran, big talent, and you know he's matching them. As Smith looked to push it, Johnson wide open. Is he going to dump it? Swings it back out to Champion, and now just a little bit of patience. Hetro going. He said, "Listen, I'll go bulldozer style." He ain't going for no finesse.
That's good defense on the inside. Ball back to TVC.
Okay, once again, man, Bradford Dragons basketball, we respect you. They're helping us out. Okay, they said Queen Ethelberg's in Harrogate. You know, it's not quite Leeds. It's not a bit better, you know. I can't confirm or deny that. Okay, here we go. That's a Hetro.
Wow, tough call on that one for the Dragons, I would say. He moved his feet, he got in position, his hands was up, and still got called for the personal. So pretty unfortunate on that one, I would say.
And the game's staying kind of close, Jules. To be fair, I mean, it's still only a 9-point game. Thames Valley haven't really put that knockout blow in yet. Silla's back to the bench again, chilling. But at the moment, I don't know if Bradford, if they get it down to within 4 points, maybe they'll start getting a little bit worried. Okay, here we go. We got my man Buck Jones is on the live chat too, man. We start getting tuners in like this. It's going to be special. You know, we're going to the States. We did say something about this is the best streaming platform in the world, didn't we? I promise we said that.
I think we did.
Is there some type of regulating body that can limit what we're allowed to say? Okay, back to it now. And now Ogonkoy's in the game too. All right, some of the young guys coming. They know these games, they're hungry. They sitting on the bench like, man, I'm tired. I need to get in there and do my thing. So now it's going to be a nice matchup. They're playing up against some other young guys. Maybe the game will get a little bit wilder.
So they've gone to the 2-3 zone. Ball moving, Walsh for free. Big rebound. Oh, just missed the dunk off the vert. Jeez. Okay.
Man,
big fella.
Osborne tried to welcome him to the game with a big one. Swung over to Smith, who's looking for a little shot. Pump faked him. Foul on the floor. And that may be 3 on your guy, because I've seen him in the midst of every time there's a foul, he's there holding his hands up. And he's giving it up and he's looking like, man, come on, ref.
I mean, that one there, though. Oh, not a good call. Not that I ever dispute what the referees have to say.
Never. It's not what we do up here. Okay, swung out the top, Champion with it. Johnson looking off a double screen high. Here we go off to Kai Williams, but hang time, and gets it back, and gets it back again.
Both guys on the same team had the ball in that one. They both wanted it. Great
Nice
extra pass.
Smith with it, looks a little bit wide. Rushed that a little bit. Nice little reversal there by Williams, and Bradford come back down with Walsh, looking to create, and he's smooth on the ball.
He is. And
him and
quick
Osborne,
too.
Yeah, him and Osborne make a nice little duo. Fadeaway shot, rim shot off. Ogonkoy's going for it. But inside battling, I think that's Jermaine Lang. And it's a Thames Valley ball. See this? Okay, so down to an 8-point game. You know, Thames Valley look to try and get a score off this one. And this is where you see Champion come up with something. All right, as they're looking for Johnson. He's relaxed on it. Oh, nice pass. Ogonkoy, nice little bang. But Osborne just stood his ground. Oh, big man's doing a little bit of in and out.
Everything. Whatever you need, he'll get to you.
Okay, here we go. He back down. Now let's see. He started the break. I thought he was going to dish it to my man Cutting. Now, but he got the rebound.
Oh!
Big man is doing a bit of everything, and he landed hard, but I think he'll be okay. Didn't look that bad. Big man's doing a little bit of everything out there, Jules.
He is. Nothing malicious in that play. Just caught him on his way up for the dunk. He's played every minute of this game too, and you know he's in good. Well, he's getting a quick drink now, but he looks in good shape too. So.
He run a little in and out on the break to start it, put it there, went in the low post, tried to find a dish, lost it, stole it back, tried to jam it on 2 guys. Fell on his back, got a water, he's back at the line. Like nothing happened. Man, we need to keep an eye on this guy. Okay. So now it's a 6-point game with Osborne at the line trying to make it close. So here we go, down to a 5-point game in Thames Valley, and they're picking up a little bit higher. They're putting a bit more pressure. There's a sort of a match-up zone. Oh man, if you're gonna match up zone, you better have someone on him. But good steal.
I think a timeout's coming.
Cousins,
oh, great block.
But they're following up. No one from Thames Valley following up on that, and that's got a big problem as we see Aqua Davis check back in, because you know he would have gone for it.
So I don't like that. All 4 players didn't cross the halfway line, and if they would have got that ball back. That's definitely not a good sign for these Cavaliers.
But especially since they started the game doing that, as Johnson looks to try and open it, and now they've gone a little bit short, and Elijah Walsh coming down. Look at that smooth handle. Okay, over to Cousins. Walsh back at the top, and he's ready to shoot it, so you better play up. Richards getting pressured by Smith, but look at that nice little drop down. Great hand by Osborne, and I thought there was a little bit of a slap there, but he gets it back, drops it into your guy. Why do I keep saying your guy? How do you pronounce his name?
Ukemwe.
And as Rusty Johnson said, they've gone flat offensively, so to change that, they're bringing in Hehecho and Aqua Davis, who both, are going to hustle.
Yeah, the energy is not right there. And you saw that from when 4 guys didn't get over the halfway line when the other team's fast breaking on your basket. Not a good sign.
And it's strange because they came out in the first quarter with a lot of energy, to be honest. So now, especially, we've got, Ogonko is out there with Smith, with Aqua Davis. You'd think there'll be a lot more energy out of these guys playing, but let them get into the groove a little bit. 4 minutes left, 2-point, maybe down to even a 1-point game if he makes this. And at least it's exciting, you know what I mean? We ain't trying to hear those 40-point games anymore.
Yeah, but, any loss right now is the season. Because both teams these guys in Solent, they both got 1 loss. They're going to play each other again for what could be the title decider. So any loss right now could, be a catastrophic, should we say.
And I think I've seen now coming in, Smith seems a little hesitant on the shot, and I think he needs to take it up there as Richards goes strong. And who's there following up? Another great rebound and great hustle play there. Okay, and I think it's one of those ones where, especially seeing how this game goes, I think Coach Banks, no point calling a timeout right now. Let it play out this half, see what goes on. And sometimes you need the game to be a little bit close just to re-engage the players. And, I'm sure you were going to see Silla, Williams, those guys back out there. But I'd like to see, now, especially Ogonko's making a bit of an impact out here in the last 3 minutes 44. As we look down the Bradford team, so Richard sulks, he's averaging 12 points. Who else we got out there? Obviously led by Osborne. Elijah Walsh, who's pretty new there, he's averaging 6 points, but I think he's only been there 6 games. I can see him picking up those numbers, especially after what we've seen today. And they're doing a little bit of a matchup zone at the top and putting good pressure on it as well. But there's our guy.
Big shot by Aqua Davis, and that breaks the tie 3-point lead to TVC. 3 minutes left.
Okay, we've been... Once again, I have to apologize. Ogonkoya. Why am I always saying Ogonkoya? It's bad spelling up here. Ogonkoya. Thanks for the check-in. Live chat once again, making sure that we're doing it right. We're trying to just draw some of you people out in the live chat. That's why we're doing it. We know you're hiding in the background, so we have to say something reckless, get you to come on the live chat. Now you're in. We love it. But at least we've learned. Ogonkoya just checking out again. I think he got another foul there, and I don't think he's too happy with it, but back to the line. It's Ozabor again.
He's on 16 points, trying to go for 18. He's hit a 3 already, 7 rebounds. As you said, you know, he's everywhere, doing everything for these guys.
And he makes his free throws.
Aqua Davis on 14 points. Johnson's on 11 points. So, you know, these guys having a good game so far.
As Regent checks back in. And now I like what they're doing here. It's like a
1-3-1 by the look of it.
Cool, but the way they match out, it looks a bit different. You know, and it is causing problems for Thames Valley, to be honest. Especially because the speed they've got at the top and the willingness of their big men to actually come out and match up on the wing is making it very difficult. As champion, they're the kind of shots he likes to make.
Yeah, so with that matchup zone, it's always tricky to run an offense against a matchup zone. You know, everybody's switching everything. They're guarding the area at the same time. It's a very tricky defense to combat.
And another guy went flying, but back down.
Oh man.
By the big fella.
Hey, get out my way.
Man, big fella's come to play today. I'll tell you that.
Man, he's going for 40 and 20.
And 20. Assists. He's a triple-double man today. Okay. So, 2-point game, 2 minutes left. And we were thinking this could have gone ugly in the first quarter. But, hey, all respect to Bradford. They've come out, they kept playing. And to be honest, I like the way they play. They've got good players. They're patient with it. They move it. And with this guy out here, who's willing to pull the three like no one's business, you got a lot of problems on your hand. As Williams, who also, he's going to shoot it. Just short, but champion once again there with a big basket when they need it.
Right place, right time.
And they look at another pick and roll, and now Thames Valley seem to be matched up in some time. Oh no, they're still in the man. As Bradford looking for some opportunities, and now they've gone a little bit flat, but they look great hands by.
And great pass on the inside. Way to be creative on that to get the ball onto him as well. And he is carrying the load for these Dragons at this point.
And he's got great hands. I mean, you throw it anywhere to him, and he's ready to catch it as he comes over there. Look at that rebound.
And he's going to be heading to the line again.
Let me tell you, he deserves a nice little rest at the halftime because he's done everything out here. And I'm sure Chris has him over there. Montana State's going to be really happy for him to be coming down there next year. And the main thing I see, his hands are so good. Anywhere you throw it to him, he gets it. He controls himself. He balances. You know, he's got the three-point shot. He's got the total package, this kid.
Yeah, I would think he could come in and contribute straight away with his skill set.
Yeah, definitely. And he seems to have that energy and aggression to play. He takes on the challenges. So great job up there at Myerscough too, getting in talents like this.
21 points, shooting 85% from the free throw line so far this first half, with those 7 rebounds as well. He is doing it all for this team, shooting 2 for 3 from the 3-point line.
Tie game. 1 minute left. As Bradford, who have done really a great job coming back in this. So Billy Cousins checking in along with Lang. And I think good job for coach really putting his players and rotating them in, keeping that energy at the top. I think the guards, as we've always said, the only way you get against Thames Valley is to be able to match up and aggressively take on their guards and then also have a big fella inside who can do a little something. And they've got both of those. Great dump down by Johnson.
Oh, man. Mishandled off his knee. Ball goes back to the Dragons. Great look on the inside, though. Fantastic pass.
It was a tough pass, but those are the kind of passes that we've seen Ozabor catch today. You know, it's a tough one to get, especially for the big fella. And I think Hehetro was thinking about the dunk before he got it. So Bradford have a chance to take the lead going into the halftime.
I mean, the Cavaliers, they I don't think they should be worried at this point, but you know that halftime talk's got to, you know, address some sort of urgency. Otherwise, you're going to run out of time essentially.
It's true, and as you said, you can't afford slip-ups. And once again, when it's a difference being the chaser and being the chased. And if this game comes down to the last few minutes and it's a close game, obviously we know Thames Valley have guys who can close the game. But missing Freckleton is going to hurt. And for this Bradford team, I think we've seen with Ozabor, with Walsh, a couple of other guys, they've got guys also who can game it. So I think they've got nothing to lose. They ain't winning the title. But down the stretch, if they can get this scalp, this is like your title. So this is where Thames Valley, I think, this is why I like to see Aqua Davis out there. He brings, at least you know the energy is guaranteed. And then when you have Johnson champion, I think Kai Williams getting back in there, and obviously Silla, who's been sitting a while, so he'll be back. You know, they'll be comfortable. But like I said, I wouldn't like to see this in the fourth quarter be a 1 or 2 point game.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, there's always that story when you get that big victory, that next one, you just drop off a little bit because you're on such of a higher emotional roller coaster. You've got to maintain a sense of urgency no matter who you're playing.
Definitely. So now here we go. Cousins bringing it up. Thames Valley matched up, and you know, Ozabor being able to stretch, open up the zone by being an outdoor threat is a real, as they swing it over to Walsh. Pump fake, drive baseline, swings it out, one more pass. Cousins at the top. And that looked like a good shot. Hustled after Lang getting back as Johnson's looking to create something. Euro and one.
Nice. Great play, great transition. That's the energy they need right now. As he cuts through, draws the lane. Nice little spin on there to get it off the backboard and go for the extra shot.
And that's the thing. One thing Thames Valley do have always in their locker, that when they're in these tough places, someone can go out and just get a basket. Whether or not the offense is clicking, and you know, Johnson champion, Silla, Freckleton, you know, Aqua Davis, they can all go out and get a bucket. But he missed that one and over the back with a foul. So Bradford will now go to the line to also get their shots.
Well, it does mean the Cavaliers will get the last shot of the half in their defense. So, but if Osborne continues to shoot these free throws, then that was a mistake on Johnson's part.
And also the free throw disparity has been pretty serious. You know, this year, it looks here like Bradford's been to the line for about 15 free throws, and this could be 16 and 17, but Thames Valley's only been for maybe 6. And I don't know what the foul count's looking like. We'll give you that at halftime, but, you know, that could come to play down the stretch as well. Because you get fouls on the wrong guy. I'm not sure, hopefully Johnson hasn't got too many fouls, but that was a foul on him right there. So we have problems there. Bradford could really be in a position where they could maybe even take a stretch of lead here. But only one free throw made there by Ozabor. And Thames Valley look for the last shot and keep an eye on champion for this. Hetro getting it. He's coming off him.
Just running that clock down. Get that last shot.
Okay, and offensive foul called on 10, Aqua Davis. So Bradford will get the last shot. Okay, great call over there by the coach, who seemed very engaged, and I like to see that. As Walsh coming down, looking to try and find something. Oh, great elevation and speed to the hole. Nice play.
The Cavaliers definitely a little bit out of sorts, just to give up a straight line drive to the basket with 6 seconds left. That's very uncharacteristic of this team. Definitely a lot to talk about as they go into the locker room at this halftime.
And another foul. I mean, I'm going to be interested to see what the foul count is at the end of this, but it could come back to haunt them down the stretch as Walsh misses the first. .8 seconds left. Say keep an eye on Johnson for this. Makes a second. Looking in, champion, looking to collect it. 2.8 seconds. He can shoot it from far, but that's going to go short. Okay, so going into the half, it's tied up at 49. We should have done a bet for that one. We should have had a competition to see, because I don't think anyone would have guessed that at the beginning of the first quarter. But making it for an interesting game, and credit to Bradford. They stuck with their game plan. They've been very disciplined. I think offensive, they've been really good. And obviously, there have been some standout performances by Ozabor, And I also like what Walsh is doing out there. You know, from Thames Valley side, as I said, they just need to get back to what they started in the first quarter. You know, they don't look too concerned walking over. But like you said, these games, you don't want to make them close. You don't want to lose the season to the Bradford Dragons. And that's no disrespect. But, you know, at this age, you have to try and get... You know what I mean? Especially with the case that you've got two guys missing out there. You know, and down the stretch, if there is foul trouble, you just don't know what could happen. So I think Coach Banks and Coach Depish, as it's their job to keep them engaged, keep them hyped up, get them coming out in the second half, you know, and try and take care of business.
Yeah, definitely. That urgency is just missing at the moment. The defensive urgency and energy when they're talking and they're communicating and they're hustling and they're all over the other team is just not there right now. So definitely need to go in, regroup, and get these guys back on the right page and get to playing the type of basketball that we're used to seeing from them.
Because, yeah, I mean, I don't know how many weeks are left in the season. We're going to do a little bit of research on that and come back with it. But, as I said, this is the time now. And, I mean, I think last week, Solent now will probably refocus. Now they're not worrying about keeping the streak going and all that. You don't see them losing, even though maybe they were exposed a little bit last week. But you don't see them losing as well. So it probably will come down to that final game away, which is, you know, great. But it is on their away court. So I think last week the home court did play a little bit of advantage for Thames Valley side. So they maybe need to also use these games just to get themselves tightened up before they meet that next matchup.
So, Martin, guess how much Ozaball has? I'm not even going to... Man, he is putting in work right now.
Jeez. Man, I thought that was the end of the game. My man dropped he dropped a quarter on them. What's going on here?
Man, 25 at the half. He's got... I know, I double looked at it myself. He's got 25 points at the halfway mark.
And, you know, the only thing you can say is, can he match that the second half? Because, man, if he can, that's crazy. But he's been awesome. And I think it's not a case of he's been lucky. They've been simple shots in the flow of the offense. They've been worked off the hustle and the intensity. He's gone for it. He's made his free throws. So there's no reason he can't get that. It's not like he's made some downtown threes by luck or whatever. He's been getting them off the flow of the offense and off his own effort. So, you know, we can see that guy going for at least 40 today. Yeah,
so impressive. Inside and out, just running through the play. And he knows how to play. Very intelligent, very high IQ player as well, which is it's a very underrated part of the game. Just knowing what to do in certain situations, and especially playing off the ball as well.
Definitely. He looks very mature for a guy 19. And at the same time now, Bradford have some other players who haven't yet got into the flow, but they can also put the ball in the basket. So I think the beauty of him is, even though he's dropped 25, he's still going to make the right extra pass if it's there. So it's not a case he comes out and just starts gunning it and, you know, missing and whatever. So that's the toughest guy to guard, that he makes the right basketball play each time. So from Thames Valley's side, you know, and he doesn't seem to be in any way awestruck by the guys he's going against. I mean, he's taking it to him.
Yeah, so much. He came in with so much composure and is just demonstrating his skills, demonstrating his touch, his hands, footwork as well. Man, it is a total package. I know, sorry, I've said that a few times, but man, what else can I say about this guy?
And also, we're going to the live chat again. Our guy Michael Thompson checked in with a little bit of pertinent information for us. Bradford have two starters who are actually missing right now, Ricky Fetz and Andreas Lakudius. Yeah, we probably hashed those names up, but, you know, so missing two starters, but once again, maybe missing them is giving these young guys a chance to come in and say, listen, I ain't getting subbed out, so I'm going for it. And we've seen a great response by both of them.
Yeah, it's always, you get a bit more comfortable when you know that the rotation's a bit shorter, when you're like, well, coach, what can I do? What are you going to do?
You know what I'm saying? That game where you've been sitting on the bench, now suddenly you get started, you come off, throw the towel at your boy who's still on the bench. Gone Hollywood on him. Next game, you're back on the bench getting the towel thrown at you. But it's a shame, actually, my guy Mo Aiden wasn't injured. He's injured this game, because I'd have liked to see him out there playing a bit. I think he could have done something against his team. But as I said, you know, Bradford, both teams are missing starters. We talked about Freckleton and Aiden, but on this side, you know, they're missing two. So, you know, and sometimes the game works like that, to be honest with you. It's like now we're freer to play, we're freer to do what we want to do. We've got nothing to lose here today, and that's what we've seen from these players coming out there. Great job on both halves.
Man, so I got to tell you some news.
And you know we've been waiting for the news.
Yo, so we got the ball out dates. Yo, the dates, yo. We know the dates.
Yo, let me tell you
locations.
We ain't doing nothing but advertising ball out all halftime. People out there need to know. You're tuned in. You need to get... Why am I talking? I don't know. Over to Julius for the dates.
Man, so we got the dates and we got the location. So we're going to start in London on the 17th and 18th of July. Then we're going up to Manchester on the 24th of July for the Saturday. The Sunday, we're going to be in Birmingham on the 25th of July at the University of Birmingham. Then the following weekend, we're at the Newcastle's new arena, the Virtue Motors Arena on the 31st of July. The day after that, we're in Leicester. So we're going all over, people. Then the following week, and I know there's a load of Bradford people in this live stream, so we're in Leeds at the Beckett's University on the 7th of August. So that's Leeds and the Beckett's University at the 7th of August. Following that, we go over to Essex on the 8th of August. And then it's finals time, baby, on the 14th and 15th of August. So we got it all going on for this summer. It's going to be live and cracking.
Man, you're going to be busy the next couple of weeks, Jules.
Man, I'm busy right now.
I hope you know you got some commentating to do. Don't be leaving me up here on the mic chatting, just chatting air.
The monotone ones, yeah?
Just
laughing at your own jokes, yeah?
Man, I'm doing it now. But listen, ball out, all you ones out there. So when can we sign up for it? That's my question.
So I had to put some information out because I had too many just requests asking about when its registration was opening up. So we're opening up on the 13th of April. So that's, less than 2 weeks away. Registration is going to open up, and trust me, the places are going to go quick because it's the only basketball that guys have played competitively in a long, long time. So if you want to sign up, make sure you sign up quick. 13th of April, that's when it's all going down.
Man, I heard about it, and I heard you're also running like a little camp, giving back to the community a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I really like to hear that.
Yeah, so that camp's always almost full. It's we're just taking like 40 kids. We got 3 coaches, splitting them up into groups. That's starting on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at Hendon Park, which is the new refurbished park. I don't know if you've seen a picture of it. It's rebranded by Wilson. Absolutely one of the best courts in London at this point.
Man, shout out to that ball out 3-on-3 #1 tournament over this summer, and also giving back to the kids. You know I'm signing up. Yeah, maybe I've got some little inside word to sign up on the 12th. Don't know what. If I've got 12 teams on there and I'm reselling them, don't come complaining to me, okay? But man, I'm really looking forward to that this summer, and I think the kids are going to be ready and really going at it. It's great competition down there.
Yeah, it is, and it just takes it back to the old school. Like we used to have the Adidas 3-on-3, the Converse 3-on-3, and it's you rock up with your boys, you play against other guys and that you don't know, friendly, competitive. You play your best. Everybody has a good day. We got music. Last time we had Nando's giving out free meals to everybody that came through. It was a big event. So
it's like you said, Jules. I remember the Converse 3-on-3 back in the day. Actually won one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, And we know we beat Narmo in the final.
So that was involving the Lakatan and them boys, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that was you?
Yeah, that was me, man.
Oh, man, okay.
We didn't get no free Nando's, though. All right. Okay, we're going to go to the stats because we actually are here to call a game. But let's just go through it. So, from Thames Valley's side, we got Kai Williams on 9 points, chipped in with 3 rebounds, started off really well, 3 for 3. Silla been quiet, he's only on 2, so though I'm sure he's going to get going. Aqua Davis leading the way with 14, Taylor Johnson with 13, and Champion chips in with 8, and Hehetro with 3. For Bradford, obviously, we know the guy who's taken the big piece of the pie. Our guy, Gray Ozabor, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 2 steals and an assist. I mean, he's stacking the stat line up. Then Elijah Walsh with 10 points, a block shot and assist too. After that, we've got Uche, your guy, number 21 with 9 points. And after that, it's only 2 and 3. So the rest of Bradford haven't really been doing much on the scoring front. So they've still got options because these guys can put it in the basket. So let's see, first of all, if Osborne can maintain it. He comes out and he looks real confident. And
the Cavaliers, they got to make some adjustments on him. I mean, the looks that he's getting, it's been way too easy for him. So I'm sure they need to adjust. And I'd expect them to even switch who's marking him. But we know Silla has foul trouble. So obviously they're going to try to protect him and get him as many minutes as possible in this half.
Yeah, definitely. They need him to chip in with his bit. As I said, Silla's coming in. He's on 2 personal fouls. We got Aqua Davis on 3. Another great drive by Walsh, who is a very smooth-looking guard.
So the Dragons oozing with confidence right now. They feel like they can, get this game right now, the way that they're playing and the way that they've come out with such confidence.
And this is one of the things I've always had a problem with a lot of time in English basketball. And you see it, I don't know how it is nowadays, but I know back in the day, for young players, sometimes coaches are reluctant to give them a go. And I think you need to leave them out there and let them make a few mistakes, because if they start clicking, the results you'll get are going to be high. And, that's why this Bradford coach has done a great job leaving these guys out there. And to be honest, they're leading the team and putting Bradford in the lead against the top team in the league so far. And I like the way they match up on that zone. It's very aggressive. And they're covering all over. And I said they just put in the effort. And Thames Valley are now in a little bit of trouble.
Yeah, the energy's there. The momentum seems to be on their side as well going forward. But it still is early in this third quarter.
That's a nice little pull up there by Walsh, which is a good shot. And that's the thing with these young guys, no matter, they're out there with the energy, but they're making the right decisions with the brain. They're making the right basketball decisions. And when you have that, you can't really lose. Great hustle. Walsh pushing it out. We might see some showtime here.
Hey!
He's trying to take Osborne's primetime spot right now.
Oh, man. Quick, athletic, good handles. Man, he's tough.
Man, these are the academy guys? Damn, that's going to be a decent league right now. Walsh, great play here. And he's matched up with Johnson too. We're not even talking about what he's doing on the defensive end as he's pressuring him. He's got long arms. He's all over the place. Williams looking to open his account. No good. And is now Bradford are definitely in the ascendancy as Osborne. Look at the great position he gets down low. He gets to the rim. He tried to fight and get the backside position. Now he's pointing where the ball to be moved. He wants it in the low post. Facing up. Drive baseline. Oh, what a find to Lang.
Man, 3 guys on him and he got the vision to find the open man. He's dishing now too, so they're adjusting and he's adjusting.
And believe me, Thames Valley look like they got a little bit of a problem going on as Champion tries to, tough foul there on Lang. And that was a little bit soft, if you ask me.
Yeah, the Cavaliers looking for some answers right now. It's not looking very smooth. The chemistry is not quite where it needs to be, so they definitely need to sort themselves out in this third quarter before this lead gets any bigger.
Yeah, and also if you look at the foul count, we got Walsh on 2. We got Richard Schultz on 2. Osborne's only got 1 foul too. And to be down there banging with the big fellas, he also knows not to get himself in foul trouble, which sometimes you see on these big fellas. So, he's going to be going the rest of the way because he seems like he's got the energy and the motor to keep going. Live chat checking in, talking about how they miss Nando's. Yeah, we all miss Nando's. And please, all you people who know Julius, don't show up at the 3-on-3 asking for a free Nando's, please. Okay.
That will get awkward quick.
Okay, swung over. Walsh looking for another 3, bangs it. So composed.
6-point game. 2 minutes gone.
Walsh putting the numbers back up, man. He must be up to about 17 by now.
Exactly that. He's on
Aqua
17
Davis
points.
trying to respond, but no good. Just short again, and that's a foul. I think that's on Regent. But let's see what the ref calls. Did he call that a 6?
See, the chemistry is not quite there for the Cavaliers. I think now's a point where you would get the rest of the guys to get together and talk about the details in terms of what they need to be doing. Everybody's just kind of split up doing their own thing, and I think they definitely need to adjust and increase that energy. Otherwise, we're going to be they're going to be in trouble quite quickly.
And that's the 3rd foul on Walsh, and he looked like, I didn't really see him in the play, but that could be a little bit of a problem, with 17 minutes left to go. But I think he just looked at his coach and said, don't worry, coach, I got it. And normally when young guys do that, they come down and do a charging foul. That's normally what happens. So let's hope that doesn't happen now, because I want to see this guy go for the rest of the game. Okay, Jason Tatum checking in once again. This guy's on the burner accounts. Oh, it could be the real Jason Tatum. We don't know. Where is the game located? We're down at Uxbridge College right now in the west of London. It's outside London, isn't it? It's Middlesex.
Yep, Middlesex.
All right, cool. Well, there or thereabouts, you know, for a nice home clash. And, you know, Bradford with a 5-point lead. And to be honest, they're looking the team in the ascendancy right now. And Thames Valley are looking a little bit static.
100%. Hopefully this timeout, they've figured out what it is they need to be doing. And it is just about playing with more energy on both ends. And they don't seem to be doing so, considering the type of game they just had last week, where the energy was sky high for 40 minutes. The intensity was through the roof.
I think here's one of the opportunities for the guys who come in from the bench. I think when they came on, they were a little bit static, and that's understandable. They haven't played in a few games, but maybe come out, be a bit of a vocal leader, shout, you know, dive on the floor, get the intensity going, because I know the Thames Valley team, they support all the players. And when especially one of the players who comes off the bench, maybe hasn't played that much, does an energetic move, you see all the, you know, the starters up shouting, and that might get them going. Maybe it's their time to now pick up and lead this game, because Walsh is out here trying to make a name today. Nice dump off, but no good. But look, he's straight back on Taylor Johnson. The hustle as Champion brings it down. And maybe Champion's going to look to try and get the score back up. Great help by Osabor. Swings it round to Williams, over to Johnson. Quick baseline drive, dumps down to Silla. And one. And that's the way they'll get back into it.
Yeah, that's good patience and good unselfish pass by Taylor Johnson's in there to find Silla on that drive to get that easy basket with the foul.
And this quarter seems to be going mad slow. I mean, we're only 3 minutes in.
Yeah, it really does.
A lot's happened in the last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Osabor, who's already on a double-double. And big man picks it up, pushes it on the break. Hezzies, spins. Oh, my gosh. That was... But he's going to get it. Watch. Oh, no. Good hustle by Aqua Davis. Nice move there by the big fella. I think he was surprised how open he was.
Man,
and the soft touch.
If he would have made that, he's pretty much owning this team right now. Jeez.
He pushed it down the floor, hezzied, 360 spin move, scoop. Not a bad move for a Saturday afternoon or evening, way I say. Looking for Silla for a matchup against him. This is going to be good. Silla, just a little bit too quick.
We need more of that from him. I don't see why they don't go to him more often in the isolation moves. Post him up, get it to him on the elbow, let him go to work a little bit.
I know, Jules, you say that every week, and it's a case because he can do that, but a lot of the time he gets it off dump-offs or clean-up work, whereas, you know, he still ends up with 30, but he maybe need to get a few more plays called for himself, as a travel called on Lang, and he's a little upset with that. I could see the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, he did start moving before he put that ball down, and you're not going to get away with that, unfortunately.
Okay, 58-57 now. Thames Valley look to try and come back and regain the lead. After being down once again, they go into Silla, so maybe they'll listen to you. They isolate on that side, but Uche, who's matched up against him, ain't having that. And Champion, once again, showing his three-point gun out that we saw a couple times last week.
Hey, he's talking to himself, and you know once he gets going, boy, that's a problem.
As Rihards, who we haven't seen much, a nice little scoop pass, good little throw off, but short on the shot. And now Bradford have to be careful. And it's really since Walsh has been on the bench and Osabor's on the bench now, so now Bradford really have to try and maintain and not let this score go while two of their major players today are sitting on the bench.
I don't think you can take them both out at the same time on this team. It's it's going to be a short break, I would imagine, because you just can't leave them both out there. on the bench for too long.
It's true, and I mean, we've got Walsh who's on 3 fouls, so maybe the coach is trying to get as much time as they can, see him run it out. But at the same time, Rihards and Lang, Jermaine Lang, both of them are scorers, and also with Regent, so they've got guys out there who can put it in, and maybe now their time to get their flow going, which will help them out going forward. Champion looked to dial it in again, Foul, pushing the back as Johnson was hustling for the rebound.
I think Champion can get easier shots than that one. I know he's well capable of making that, but he can get a better look than that, I would say.
I think there's a little bit of a delay on the live chat in the YouTube stream. I don't know if they're just trying to bring the sensors in to make sure we don't say anything too greasy on the mic. But here, Johnson, matched up, shot by David. Williams with the small pull-up, got it. And I think he needs to be aggressive offensively in this second half too, just to add that extra dimension, especially against this team. He can pull those big fellas out from the middle. Lang with a nice drive, Richards with a little wraparound pass. Uche swings it back out. Nice little pull-up, but no good. And it looks like the offense is just looking a little bit more stagnant for Bracknell. And here we go again.
Oh,
and
man.
I think he's going to dial that in, isn't he, with his boy?
Yeah, that's confidence, right? After missing the last one, he's come down and knocked that one down. You know what? They're missing Freckleton out there quite badly today, I would say, as well.
Yeah, as we've always said, for me, he's still the heartbeat of this team. He runs things, he keeps it smooth, he puts it in the right hands at the right time, and when he needs to score, he does that as well. So definitely missing him, but also hopefully it'll be a chance to just give him a little bit of a break to heal him up a little bit for the remainder of the season. As a little swing down to Silla, nice little bump, drop in, and now it could be getting ugly. Yeah, I see Osborne about to check in. I think that's what I would do.
Yeah, they're getting comfortable now after got on a little run for themselves, and it's a great look on the inside. Silla's got going a bit as well, so found a little bit of a groove, a short one, but now Osborne's checked back in, so he's going to see what he can do about that.
So how do you play this now today? Because Walsh, obviously, he's on 3 fouls, but we saw him come out and really cause problems to Thames Valley. As a coach, do you wait to see if you can get him with 2 fouls to the fourth quarter, or do you just, roll the dice and throw him out there now?
I mean, you've got Osborne out there, so I'd say leave Osborne out there and then bring him in at the start of the fourth quarter, and hopefully can finish out the game and play the last 10 minutes. Getting a nice break right now, and then just take that fourth quarter and try to get the victory.
Great call there by Coach Joseph, by the way. And I agree too, especially when the younger players like to slash. You can always pick up a little offensive foul, something which would cause you a problem. And I think they're going to need him down the stretch, because he's a player who they're finding it hard to stay in front of. And down the stretch, Osborne's still pretty good on the foul trouble. You just need to make sure that he's still up and running, and he looks good. And as we said, we got other guys, Richards out there, Cousins who just checked in, Region. These guys can also put it on the board. So now they're coming to step up. As I think Thames Valley are matched up in a zone now. They're a little bit of a 2-3 look. As Richards swings it in. Over, Region, long 3, short, Osborne, great tap out.
So he's getting rebounds over Silla, and we haven't seen that all season long. I mean, Silla's long, but Osborne's got those really long arms.
Those arms come in handy, believe me. You know what I mean? He gets up there and he gets, as I said, he just gives it another opportunity. Great, intelligent player out here. And look, he helps on the pick and rolls and moves his feet to stay in front of the guards. I mean, obviously been taught very well as he comes out there on the Davis. Nice little drop down. And the buzzer went. Keep playing to the whistle. Keep playing to the whistle.
Yep.
So 8-point lead for now Thames Valley, and Bradford now have to respond as Walsh is over there about to check in. Down to Richard, nice little drop shot. And he who also is out there averaging 12 points a game, so he's going to start getting going and maybe being a bit more offensively aggressive. Davis, you never have to worry about him being offensively aggressive.
Big shot for them, and that's what they need as well, that extra scoring threat for these guys at this point.
Okay, and now we're getting a bit much into the dribbling. The ball was moving a bit better before. They're having trouble with this zone. I think that's why Walsh may be coming back in. And now we've got Osborne matched up doing a killer crossover on Taylor Johnson with a little drop down. Regent with the rebound. Swings over to Cousins. 3 ball. Good. Big shot.
Yeah, good looking shot. He had a lot of patience on the way he pulled it up and good focus as well, knocked it down. 6-point game going towards the end of this third quarter.
And I had a feeling that Walsh may have been checking in for Cousins, but I just saw coach point to him and say something. Maybe he's like, listen, he just hit a 3, let him run. But we'll see. As Johnson, tough shot. Okay, so now 73-65. This next minute 20 is going to be important, especially for Bradford. Regent has time to set his feet, but that looked a little bit left, and Silla comes down. Champion's just going to run it out, trying to get a good shot and extend this lead and could put it to 10 as he drives to the basket. Tried to swing it out to the corner, but tipped out, and Walsh checks back in for Uche. And Hehetro checking back in for Thames Valley too, for Kai Williams.
Hehetro's been quiet today, not his normal self with the energy and hustle that he normally provides this team.
And there, nice as he gets it inside, nice little move, and maybe he's about to change that. 10-point lead for Thames Valley. And the zone's been actually causing problems as Osabor looks to put it up.
He hasn't scored this quarter, so he's been very quiet by his standards. And they should be looking for him. They haven't really found him too many times.
And I think it's a good call on the zone because he was causing a lot of problems inside. You want him outside. Even though he can shoot the 3, you prefer him out there than causing mayhem inside. As Walsh back causing some, but steal by Champion, and this could be to a 15-point game as he throws it back to Johnson for the lead.
Man,
great play.
That escalated so quickly. It was just 5 points a couple minutes ago, and now we've got a 15-point game, and Thames Valley Cavaliers looking very comfortable.
And as you know, they can go in a heartbeat as it gets over to Walsh. I think he should have shot that, but he goes in with a flip up, no good.
So the Cavaliers go out on a nice run to finish out this third quarter, 80-65 points going into the fourth quarter. What do Bradford Dragons need to do right now? They've got their 2 guys back in of Osborne and Walsh, but it might be a little bit too late considering, the score and the time left.
They just haven't really been able to deal with that zone. And I mean, it's just a basic 2-3. They're moving decently on it, but it seems to keep everyone on the outside. Osabor seems to be playing the guard role, and maybe he just needs to drop down into the middle of the key, dropping into that area, the high post area, getting it there to create, and then also step out to provide that three threat, may I say. But the ball seemed to be more static. Bradford were doing a great job moving it early on. Now there's a bit more dribbling, a bit more holding it, and you ain't going to beat a zone like that. So maybe they need to just get a strategy to move it, because they've got athletes out there, they've got shooters. Spread them out, let the ball move, give Osabor some inside opportunities, and penetrate in the gaps when you can get them.
So as mentioned before, Osabor scoreless in that third quarter after having a gigantic, mammoth half of 25 points and 9 rebounds. Charles Aqua-Davis on 20 points in 23 minutes, so he's coming and giving the team a great spark. Lewis Champion's got 16. He kind of got going because he saw the team was a bit stagnant, so he picked it up when needed. And Johnson on 22 points for them as well, leading the way for the guys.
And that's it. And credit out to Aqua-Davis because he's been playing the whole game, and as in giving the same amount of energy. And he knows he gets out there. If any opportunity I get, I'm going to try and take it. He's doing that today, leading the team in scoring, and he's going to keep coming at you, because if he can come out with a 30-point game, that's going to look good on his resume. So here we go. Now here we have Walsh matched up with Hehetro. They're running a zone again, and they're matching up really high, and Bradford don't seem to know what to do with it. They seem to be hesitating on the moves. They don't really have a set as Walsh drives the middle looking for an extra pass.
So he drew the foul on the drive, but yeah, the defense is locked in. Their energy is sky high. They're focused and making things real difficult for this Dragons team.
But you can also see they're not comfortable against this zone. Everything takes a little bit longer than it needs to, and there's a lot of standing around. So Walsh just jacks up a long 3, no good, and you're not going to get back into the game just doing that. And frustration on the side of Bradford, who, to be fair, now look like, man, this game is getting away.
So from a coaching perspective, Banks is definitely winning because obviously that zone has been the trump card, which has caused this lead to balloon so far.
And to be honest, I thought when Bradford were running the zone, they were doing a good job with it. And I don't know why they've got away with that, because as you've said the last few times, anytime there's a matchup, Silla's going one-on-one against Ozabor, and he's just got the foot speed over him, and he just drew a foul there. Whereas in the zone, I think they were matching up a little bit better with it. So maybe they need to go back to that, but they need to make a decision quickly as Ogonkoya comes back in. Double called as Aqua Davis comes round. Johnson off the middle, zip down to Hehetro. Nice and strong, stays with it. No good. Rihards kicks it out to Walsh. Nice, smooth. Just went to the left, good hustle back.
Yeah, they sped him up on that one and it caused him just to miss that bunny of a layup.
But you see the difference as on earlier where Thames Valley were walking back. Now the guys are getting back on the defensive end. As Champion looked to put the dagger in, but just short. As Cousins comes down with a little bit of, and once again, Hehetro hustling back, but there he is, that man. Great hands by Ozabor. And the way he adjusted on that shot too, as I said, this guy's got good footwork.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's showed maybe he's a little bit tired this second half. You know, he played major minutes that first half, and you know, he's breathing quite heavily at this point. So yeah, he's definitely, his pace has dropped off. But you know, he needs some help.
You're right. I mean, he must have expended a hell of a lot of energy in that first half, and he's a big lad. So, as you said, now it just looks like he's wearing on him. But you know, to his credit, he's carrying on playing, and so maybe he can just get a second win now, and he needs it now. To be honest, we need to get him back scoring and adding, because he had such a separate threat to this team that without it, they're a lot easier to guard. And now they're pushing up the court with a kind of full court zone, but maybe it's just to show as they seem to match back up. But yeah, they heard us, Jules. They're back in the zone. And something going on down low, and another foul on Ozabor.
So, I mean, I appreciate great strategy and good coaching, and that's what we've seen from both of these coaches today. In terms of the matchup zones we've seen, the type of zones we've seen, the presses that we've seen, the adjustments that they both made. So very high level coaching from both of these teams, so a credit to them.
Yeah, it's good to see that. You know, sometimes you just see the coach on the sideline shouting, pretending he knows what he's doing. But these two, it's a strategic game. And I know Coach Banks likes that type of game. You know, credit to the Bradford coach too, who's done a great job on his different sets. So, as I said, there is still time as they're chipping away slowly. But they need to sort of really get a bit more active offensively. And I think they're a lot more static lately. And I don't see anyone in that high post really causing any... Well, here we go. Rihar's dropped in there. But good. Ogonkoya came over with a nice step. Let's see if they can reward him. Johnson said, listen, I want the definite points out here.
Yeah, no messing about.
As Walsh looking to get it back down. That's where we'd like to see him. But reached in by Smith. And Ozabor, they're trying to run the old 1-2, saying I was about to shoot. I like it. And I wonder if he fooled the ref. Because he knows he weren't shooting, but...
No, didn't get away with it. And he looks shocked and horrid from that decision.
He's pulling out some veteran tricks out there, Jules. This guy's ahead of his time. Okay, Regent at the top. Swinging over to Walsh. Rihards at the top, back over. Regent, Cousins. That looks a little bit to the right, yeah. Johnson goes up for the rebound, grabs it.
Again, Ozabor not getting that look on the inside. He was posting up right there. If you would have thrown it into him, he's got the mismatch on any person from the Cavaliers team at this point. He's just not getting the touches. Again, he is looking tired at that same point, but you still got to go to him. If he's got 25 at the half, you should have gone to him a lot more by this point.
I agree. I mean, and he makes a pass out of the double team. He isn't greedy with it. So definitely start the offense, run it through him. Or even out of some pick and roll action with him and Walsh I'd like to see. But now Thames Valley come down. They're being a little bit more decisive as Johnson's going to come off the double pick on the left side. Penetrates, looking for Smith. Shot, no good. Swings off a Hehetro. Smith hustles it down. Good hustle there as he looked to attack again. He's trying to get himself into his groove as champion. Into Hetro. And 2 seconds on the 24-second clock. So let's see if they run that play where they run the little alley-oop joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would expect it. It doesn't look like they're set up for it.
No. There's another option that you could go with.
That's not a bad look considering. So Silla checks into the game. It looks like he's going to be in for the duration unless the score balloons.
Yeah, he's back in, and as I said, they're set back into this zone setup, which have been caused a problem. And as I said, there's too much time on the ball. Okay, go to the low post. I think he should attack a bit more aggressively because he has an option. Region looking to shoot it. But they're trying to come back now, just shooting the 3-ball, and they weren't doing that in the first half. So,
what a
great catch by Ogunkoya, great pass.
Yeah, that was impressive to control it and finish.
And as you said, good help over there by Ogunkoya as well, and Johnson, who, as we said, could be a potential for the MVP of D1. But anytime there's a ball on the floor or a 50% call, he's on the floor. And when you've got a player who could be the best player in the league, also diving for every loose ball, you've got a great player on your hands.
Yeah, so it's just leading by action, and he's not overly vocal. He's not going to boss guys around, but when you're leading by what you're doing on the court, you don't really need to.
And that's the kind of teammate you need, and I think it shows in the whole temperament of the Thames Valley team, as we saw there, Ogunkoya doing a great job defensively. And I think now Ogunkoya should make a point of running the lane, because as you said, Ozabal may be a little bit tired out there, and he's really got jets on him, so maybe he'll make him pressure. As it swung over to Walsh, looking to find something on the baseline. Great help down. Turnover as Champion comes down with it. Looking to create, and maybe.
Man, he nearly made that too. Way to be creative and draw that foul. Going to head to the line for 2.
Live chat's gone dead today, man. Yeah, maybe they're tired after the Solent game. Everyone was out for that one. But today it's gone a little bit dead, or something's gone wrong with the YouTube algorithm. I don't know what it is, but live chat guys, check in. You never know. There could be something still going on in the end of this game. Jason Tatum giving the Cavaliers the nod. 6 minutes 12 left, 85-67. And just like that, free throw here, and it could be a 19-point game. And I don't see much coming back from that one, Jules, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, they stuck to this zone, and the zone's working, and there's no point changing anything. It's been turnover after turnover.
And the thing is, now you see a little bit of the inexperience, because everything trying to be the killer play, the killer pass, one pass shot, and they haven't found a way to break it down. And maybe it's a case that they haven't been used to playing against this kind of play, because as I said, they're not one of the top teams in the league. People probably come out, just match up against them. But now, this zone, they seem to be having a lot of problems, which is strange, because they got the personnel that could actually do pretty well against it. They got slashers, they got shooters, they got a good big man inside. But tactically, they just don't. They seem to be holding the ball a bit too long.
So I mean, it's just during the season, and as the season continues, you learn as you continue, as it goes. And today they've learned that they need to work on their zone offense and how to be successful against zone defenses.
I thought that was a goaltend there, to be honest, but they let it go. As Ogunkoya trying to get it back, but Silla with the tap in, and when that starts happening, you ain't coming back in any time soon. Good play up there, over to Regent, drive baseline, trying to go to the left. Ogunkoya, who I think been excellent this last few minutes in his hustle, stays with it though. Great pass, and you said those long arms really do help.
Man, Ozabal just padded those stats now. He's got that double-double, a big double-double as well, going for 30 points. But this could have been something special. We could have seen him potentially going for 40, maybe 45 points the way he started that first quarter. But he just change of focus. The team didn't really look for him so far this half, and it's kind of reflected in the score a little bit as well.
Okay, and he's going to the line, looking for the first, no good. As it's pushed down is Johnson, and some had to be called there, but they just let them bang it out. Johnson wide open at the top. Smith with oh my gosh, he was in the air for ages then, and he came down fairly hard. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, both players are okay. Good hustle play. Smith gets up, seems to be all right.
He went for the tip in there and was hanging in the air for quite a while, and it just came down quite hard. I don't know what the call was. I think they just out of bounds, and you know, we've given up on trying to get the broom, Jules, to be honest. It's a non-starter, that GoFundMe page. We've shut it down.
Yeah. That was disastrous.
Just use a foot.
Old school it. Just huddle up, get a foot. No sweaty people.
You know what I'm saying? So, okay, well, Smith drew the foul. Great hustle. And he gets to the line to open his gun. I would like to see this. Just maybe get a couple points there. Just get his flow going. Because I thought the games he came in early on, he did a really good job. And he looks like a good backup. Obviously learning all the time from these great guards. But, you know, I saw him early game doing a really good job. So I want to see him get back in the flow out here.
And for all those young players out there, that's a great way to get in the game. Just crash the boards, get an offensive rebound, you know, and try to see one go through the hoop.
Yeah. As they say, winning your role, whatever it is, you win it. Now here we go. Smith looking to swing it over Ogunkoya. Champion. The double screen looking to come down again for Johnson. Wide open three. Got it.
That was more of a dagger, I'd say. 21 points, 4.5 seconds left. It doesn't seem like there's any way back unless we see something amazing by this guy.
Yeah, I think we might dial this one in. I like to see Gums Williams get in as well and have a go up against Ozabor, because they're similar size. It'll be a nice little matchup there. Johnson once again on the boards, and he's after everything as Walsh stays with it. Armstrong, no good. Rebound to Johnson, and yep, I would say we can call it right now, Jules.
Yeah, it will be about time to get some of the young fellas in for the Cavaliers, get them some minutes, just, you know, one or two more of them, and let them play a little bit. Let's see what they got.
Exactly. As Walsh going baseline, and he was going to go up hard, but Ogunkoya was coming to meet him too.
I do like the way he protects the rim as well. He's ferocious with it too.
Definitely. There's a Hetro coming back in, and I think we've seen the last of Silla for the day.
Very, very quiet day for Silla. Modest 10 points.
I think he's always happy just to do what it takes to win. You know, I mean, we've seen that for a few years now. He goes out there, he shoots a high percentage shot. He works both ends. He does what it takes to win. I don't think he's always looking for the highlights. And Smith looking to get a little steal, no good. Got it back. Uche with a little pull-up, nice.
The funny thing about Silla is that he'd have the same temperament if he just had 40 as well. The same way he's just acting now, the same way he'll be.
Sure, the shoes are coming off. Okay, it's Champion looking to drive. Let's see a big dunk, big fella. Oh, unlucky. He was in the air too high. As he hustles back over to Armstrong. Down to Ozabor. Great pass.
Tom Martin about to check in, a veteran player. He's been around the league for quite a long time. Been at many different clubs, including Westminster Warriors.
Okay. All right, well, that's it. Tom Martin. All I'm about the last 3 minutes is Tom Martin to get his shine.
And he can play too, so I know he's been out the rotation from this team, but he is extremely talented and he's very capable. So, you do have to limit your rotation to have a successful team, and you know he has been absent from the team as well in certain parts, so that hasn't helped his case. But he is a talent.
Yeah, well, that's good to see. I like to see Williams get in there as well. And as you said, on any team like this, especially going through the season, everybody obviously wants to play, but it's difficult to rotate 12 guys. And at the end of the day, they're top of the league. So everyone's been in that situation down there cussing out the coach. Man, coach, let me play. Yo, we top of the league right now. When you bottom, come talk to me. Yeah, I've been in that position. Complaining, man, just sit there. So anyway, Tom Martin, as I said, ex-Westminster Warrior. You know, we got one of the most famous Westminster Warriors up here in the booth, so obviously he's shouting out his alum.
Got to. But
Don't have a big picture of you on the wall down there, Mobley.
Yeah, I got a big statue of me too.
Better, okay. No one be pulling that one down, okay? Leave that up. He said, Michael Thompson checked in. Tom Martin is a dragon. He said he's got more clubs than Tiger. All right, Michael Thompson, we can work with you. I like that check-in.
Yeah, he's been around the league. He's been on a lot of different teams.
Here we go as he's looking to get the ball.
But man, after 37 minutes of sitting down, that's got to be tough to check in now.
Jeez, I can barely stand up right now, and I've just been talking. That's why he's just going to take his time getting the groove. But it'd be nice to see someone get him a shot as he throws it up to. Johnson tried to throw up their little alley-oop, but Hetro wasn't quite ready for it. As Lang comes back down, look to Cousins, over to Armstrong, who's pulling it short, and Johnson's got quite a few rebounds today, to be honest, going to the stat check.
Man, he's got 14 boards.
Jeez, he's filling up the stat sheet today, as he does most days.
With those 27 points, you could be looking at Player of the Week for NB Division 1.
And maybe that's it. As I said, with the D1 coach's vote coming up, Coach Banks probably said, listen, we need to get Taylor that MVP. He deserves it. He's staying in the game to the end. Other guys already checked out. Champions checked out. He's chilling. He's like, man, I don't need no Player of the Week. Kai Williams done checked out. Even Aqua Davis over there chilling. You know what I'm saying? I think Aqua Davis gone Hollywood on us, yo. Now he's starting. He's over there chilling with the shoes off. Respect to him, man. He's had a great game too.
He has. He earned it today. Those 20 points that he's put together. So great start to the game. Came with a lot of intensity. Looks like we're about to see Williams if he's not already. Yep, he's already checked in. And Johnson's still out there.
Okay, here we go. Dom M checking in. You know what I'm saying? He wants us to. Dom M, if you check in the live chat, we come with and deliver. So from now on, Cousins ain't called Cousins no more. He says his nickname's Baggins. So I don't know if that's anything to do with Bilbo Baggins or Frodo Baggins. I don't know, but we're gonna listen to some guy called Dom M in the live chat instead of what the stat sheet says.
Okay.
That's where we are right now, Jules.
All right. Fair play.
Probably out here catfishing people, but whatever. Nice little check-in. So here we go. Lang with the ball coming down. Minute 55. It's just merely. Oh, the ball, man. Put the ball up, man. Get yourself up to 35. Oh, something happened there.
Oh,
getting a bit ugly out there right now, fellas.
It is.
Okay, Dom M with the check-in. He confirms it is Bilbo Baggins, so respect out to him. Okay, I don't even know what happened there. Was it technical? Who got the tech? Okay, Ozaball, you've earned it, Ozaball. Get your stat check time now, man.
Yeah,
Put
man.
that ball up.
Do your thing, man.
Smith there on the hustle. Armstrong down low to Uche, who I think's had a decent game too, man. He's been
he has.
Hasn't been spoken about. As Baggins top of the key, no good. Come back out. Oh, Ogonkoya, but he sticks with it. Uche, great hustle in there. Some tell me I don't believe Dom M. I'm going back to Cousins.
It sounds like a setup.
It's a setup, man. Every week we have some guy coming in setting us up. Any guy with a Jordan logo called Dom M is a setup merchant. We'll leave him alone. Minute 31 left. 18-point game. And, okay. Merjim Sokolian. I saw him the last week. I like what I saw. Hopefully he gets a few shots on the other side. And now everybody and all guys and Taylor Johnson's still out there. And when you have your top player and he'll go the whole way, man. You've done some good recruiting there to find Mr. Johnson.
Man, and the fitness level too. We haven't seen him being tired. He could go for 40.
And he don't stop working on either side of the floor. Smith looking to pull it. Oh, no good. But Williams with a nice rebound. Put back. Oh, he got robbed a little bit on that one. And here goes Osborne. Now we're about to see him use his guard skills. Oh, nice. Uche, and one.
And finish. So Williams should, be looking at Osborne and see, this is what I could be in terms of development, in terms of his skill set and what's is capable. Because Williams can move as well. He's got good footwork and obviously similar physique as well. So it's, potentially, you never know. But it's good to see and compete against people in, same age and position.
Definitely. Always liked him. We'll see when he comes in. And now they're still keeping the pressure. Osborne with the steal. And, good recovery by Smith. He said he didn't give up on it and he can get up.
Yeah, that's a good challenge because I thought he was going to put him in the basket for a minute, but as we see the replay.
Quite a brave challenge by but Osborne, once again, great work. Got to the line, getting his stat line up. He must be on, what's he on, like 32?
So he's on 30 with 12 rebounds. But, he's been relatively quiet this half, as 5 points compared to his hot start in first half.
And I think you nailed it, Jules, really. He expended so much energy that first half. It just got harder and harder. And, I mean, also, adjustments were made onto him. I think Ogunkoya came in, did a good job on him, and that zone really slowed him down a little bit. But as I said, we've seen he's had a great game anyway.
So, the Dragons missing 2 starters. It's only a 12-point game, so it could have potentially been a lot closer and a lot tighter. So the Dragons acquitted themselves very well, especially in this building, because we've seen some ugly ones, 50, 60, 70-point blowouts. So, to come in, it's only a 12-point game. So, well done to them and hats off for their performance today.
Yeah, I really like the spirit of the team. I like the way they play. I said they had a little problem with the zone, but other than that, you got really the makings of a great team there. And they seem to have a good chemistry. They're continuing to play. So, I think they're better than their record shows. But as we've seen in the last few weeks, this is a tough league. You can't get easy wins anywhere, really. So, in their battle, all these youngsters are going to learn. But we see some great young talent out there that, probably be moving on to the States or wherever. But, it's great that they get this opportunity here to play, especially during this time.
Yeah, so, from our experience in watching this league, it's Cavaliers and Solent, and then below that, anybody can beat anybody. And that's probably why, a team of this standard is, 4-9 in the league. So it's a tough league, very, very tough league and competitive league, which is great for English basketball.
And as we've seen a few teams come in here, take the lead, be close, and Cavaliers' class just showed at the end that these are the kind of battles that are probably going in, day out. So I'd say for guys, tune into all the games in this league. Yeah, they may not be hosted with the experience and VIP level of UpStreamedia. Maybe. No, they won't. But still, tune in. This is a great league to watch. And I think you can get most of the stream free. Obviously, come to the best one here, UpStream narrowcasting. As Lang hits one. As we're just closing up now for the day. 38 seconds left. And 10-point game. I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Credit to Bradford. They keep playing. As he gets one more. We have to give a shout out, to be honest, today. Supremo, Mr. Rupert Charles, who not only setting everything up, working the computer stuff that we know nothing about, doing the mics. Today, when needed, he steps in as a cameraman too. And to be honest, this is the best camera work I've seen for a while.
Yep.
Since we stopped exploiting the child labor the last few weeks.
Multi-talented, does it all for this channel. Amazing job and an amazing platform.
And man, the game's been taking a while. We seem to be at the line a lot, don't we?
This has been quite a slow game. I'm not sure why. Maybe the pace has just been a little bit different to what we're used to, but it has just seemed as a very slow game today. Yeah,
we're getting towards an hour 45. I'm sure you got some planning to do for that 3-on-3, Jules. You got a lot.
Oh man, the most, but I love it.
Okay, coming back down. Cousins look to put it back out. Osborne Pump fake, nice.
Oh,
little
what
drop
a
down.
dime.
Oh.
No look pass on the inside by the big fella. Man. What haven't we seen from this guy today? I can't think of anything.
And I think it's the understanding of how to play the game you pointed out very early. And I think that's what's going to help him the most in the States. Obviously, physically, he's gifted and he can move well, but, he's not a high flyer like some of those. But the way he makes the right decisions, I think, is what's going to make him an even better player at the college level. And can you imagine once he does 4 years there?
Oh, man. And then he's going to be in the weight room. He's going to have that, all that equipment and facilities to develop. He still looks like he's got some of that, no disrespect, a little bit of baby fat on him as a young guy, which
Definitely.
is what you'd expect. So once he, completely develops his physique and his ability, man, watch out. We should be looking at someone that should be representing England and Great Britain in the future.
And to be honest, Jules, you may be able to give us a little bit insight of this. He looks like a player who maybe could have been an inside guy, but then transitions out to that wing position, especially when he thins down, gets a bit of muscle on him. You know what I mean? I know we've got the best example of that sitting right here. You know what I'm saying? And having that inside presence, that toughness, and then being able to bring it outside, which you've already seen some of his outside game, he's a hell of a problem.
Yeah, as a player, you can't be one-dimensional. If you're a shooter and that's all you do, shoot. When it's not falling and there's nothing left, you're pretty much done. But as a player like that, when you can go inside and out, a lot of options. Oh,
Smith tried to go for the dunk there.
He really did. I think his teammates are going to probably clown him about that one.
He just trying to get his light out there, but good on him. Good hustle on the defensive end. Karen Bridges with the check-in. Once again, thanking the commentators. Karen Bridges also our VIP customer. Love to see you. And we end the game with a 12-point game for Thames Valley. And, I think they'll be happy to get away with that one with a fairly comfortable win. Had some great performances from, the usual suspects. And obviously, Aqua Davis with a great game. Johnson, great game. Everyone else chipped in. Kai Williams, I thought, was really good early on. And obviously, from the Bradford side, Ozabor's going to get the plaudits along with Elijah Walsh. But I think they played really well. I enjoyed seeing how Bradford played, and they made it an interesting game.
Yeah, 100%. And, Taylor Johnson finishes with 29 points, 14 rebounds and 7 assists. So he was looking at a triple-double. I think maybe that was why he was left out there a little bit longer.
Man, the votes are going to be going out for Player of the Year. I think Rebound Basketball, another great source of our information over here, told us that early in the stream. So, let's leave him out there and earn those honors, because to be honest, looking round, as great as some of the teams have been, he's every day he delivers. Every game I've seen him, he delivers one way or another. And he plays 40 minutes. He plays both sides of the court, And, today, even without Freckleton out there, he's been out there doing a great job. So he'll get my vote. The letter hasn't come through for us to vote yet, Jules.
Okay, I think we just look out for that. It's got to be on its way.
It must be. I don't know if England basketball are trying to blacklist us or shun me. I'm going to say, because
me and them are tight, yo.
Yeah, you tight, man. You bad at the system, man. But, it's been a great game. Always a pleasure to chop it up with you. As I've said before, and you were saying earlier, keep tuned into what's going out with Ball Out. It's coming out. Do not be calling saying what happened. Get on the social media platform. Get on whatever you need to. Get the information and sign up quick, because places have gone like that.
For sure. It's been a pleasure as always. Another good game, another good win. The season is nearing a close, I believe. Few more games left to decide the champions, and again we're looking at that Solent matchup again to decide it.
Yeah, there's talk about shuttling us down there for that game, but still in discussion. They don't let us out of Oxbridge, to be fair. But maybe, you never know what could happen. Stranger things have happened.
True. You never know. Well, we'll be watching one way or another, so I'm glad it's going to be a good one, and it's been a good one today. Nice close game. We know we don't like the blowouts, so. And as we said, Bradford Dragons acquitted themselves really well today. Definitely. And thank you guys for watching.
Thanks
we want
for
you guys
checking
to enjoy the rest of your Easter. Until next time.
Happy to keep tuning in, and we'll see you then.